and sit down.
Welcome to Chick Chat Comedy Podcast. My name is Patty Rossborough. I'm your host today. I'm here with my fellow host, beautiful Carrie Carabas.
Hello.
And we have a huge guest today that I can't even believe he came all the way out to Queens to see us. He's also known as the Donkey of Comedy.
Yes.
The working class zero. The bread and milk guy. Please help me welcome Vic Dibitetto.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I'm
Thank you.
happy.
I am
you're here.
honored to be here with the Chick Chat. I just had a Kit Kat and a Tic Tac.
No.
Well, welcome and thank you. Gary's going to tell us quickly about our week. Then we are getting to
sure.
you.
I have to tell
Absolutely.
you about my week because I woke up this week with a severe allergy to pollen
Yes.
and ragweed or
Yes.
whatever else is outside my fucking front door.
Yes.
Okay, my eyes, my lips, the whole thing blew up. Took a Xanax because they go take a Xanax right before my show
Oh, no.
the other night. Within 4 hours, I was in.
Xanax.
Where was your show?
That knocks you out.
We did a restaurant, right, Manny? Yes. It was pretty packed. And even in a comatose state, I'm like, I couldn't remember. I actually said to the crowd, did I just say that joke?
That's me
'Cause I couldn't
regularly.
remember.
But you had a good set, right?
It was a great, actually, it was,
all?
I think it was a good set. I don't remember.
You were so relaxed.
But it was but I can't, these allergies are so bad that I'm ready to kill
It's
myself.
that time of the year. Now you got that green soot that's covering the cars and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What is
And those
that?
little squiggly, like tree sperms that
Oh,
get
yeah,
in,
yeah.
that get in your wipers.
Those are tree sperms. That is what they
What
look
purpose
They
do
are.
they serve?
They are sperm.
And they always get stuck right in your line of business. It's never on the passenger side. It's always right here. Right here.
Remember those things that they used to come out on the trees and you would peel them and
Polynoses.
stick them on
Oh,
your
yeah,
nose
yeah.
and you would
Yep.
have that big
What
thing.
happened to those?
They're still
They're
around.
still there, just that people don't do that no more
guess-
because it's the new world we live in.
'Cause they got
There's no app.
computers.
There's no app for polynoses.
Look at the dumb shit we used to do when we were little. We'd put
Yeah, you
stuff
put
on
it
our
on your
noses,
face.
wax lips.
Had
like,
that little seed in there. There was a little
Yes,
seed.
yes, and you would eat that.
Yep.
I would never eat that.
I didn't
I
eat
know.
it.
I ate it. We were Greek. We ate everything.
The last time I saw Vic Dibitetto was, I don't know how many years ago, but it was at a gig. I don't even know where
It
it
was
was.
the roast.
No, it was after that, and you pulled me aside and you said, "You're not going to believe this." I'm like, "What?" You go, "I just got a call from Kevin James. I think this is going to be a huge game changer for me." I'm like, "What do you mean you got a call from me?" He goes, "I'm going to be in a movie." I'm like, "Oh my God, Vic."
Oh, that's right.
That
Yes.
was the last time I
Yes.
worked with you.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And then
Well-
you're in a movie, and then you got a manager, and then you stop. What happened?
I do.
I stopped what?
Wait,
You
I just have to.
I'm still doing what I'm doing.
No. You stopped being a bus driver, a garbage
Yes.
man.
Of course, my manager sat me down and he said, "You don't need to drive the bus anymore." And just being off the bus.
Now wait, a regular bus or a school bus?
School bus.
Oh God, I would have killed myself having
Well,
to do
I
that.
had special ed kids, and when you have special ed kids, you need what they call
So then you know Manny.
Is that the yellow little bus outside? I didn't recognize you without the hockey helmet.
He left it in the car,
No, when you have special ed kids, you have a matron on the bus.
so she controls them.
And the matron was my wife.
I can't believe you two work
yeah.
together.
That's awesome.
Why do you not fight if you work all day together and then you're together all night?
You know what it is? She's a Pisces. I'm an Aquarius, so the fish can't live without the water. What
Ah,
can I tell
That's
you?
so
Isn't that
romantic.
nice?
I lucked out. You know,
I don't think she's listening, Vic, so you don't have to go this
she's
far.
watching reruns of Criminal Minds right now. She has no
Oh, my
idea.
God, I love
She don't even
stuff-
know I'm here. She thought I left the house, throw out the garbage. No clue that I'm here.
They could care less after a while, right? You want to come see the show tonight, honey? He's like, no.
She could do my act.
Does she still come to your shows?
Some of them, you know.
The big ones.
Yeah,
The big ones.
yeah.
When there's a hotel involved. and
Yeah,
a big casino
you know,
or
with
something.
nice cities, nice hotels.
Right.
My fiance's so over my act. He's like, the first 10 years he came
I'm
with
so
me.
over my act. I'm sick of my fucking act. Can we curse?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. But how would you describe your act? Now, your act is not like you're not a set-up punchline guy. You're
I'm
not,
not
a Jerry Seinfeld type.
I'm not a clever comedian.
That's so funny.
I'm not
You
a clever,
are, though.
I'm
but
not
I
a
know
clever
you,
comic.
No, you are. are because you are clever.
Seinfeld is you want to smile? Go see Seinfeld.
No, I find
you
Seinfeld
want belly
fucking
laughs?
boring.
Come see me.
Look,
That's right.
Seinfeld's
I speak
boring
from the
to me.
heart and soul.
You're real.
Yes.
You're real. You tell it like it is.
Exactly, like
and
you
that's
guys.
what I like.
You know,
I can't listen to Jerry Seinfeld. I'll fucking kill myself after 10 minutes, all right? I'm going to watch an hour of Jerry.
Well, the show was great. The show was great.
Yeah, but he was.
His TV show was great.
He
The
surrounded
whole
himself with great characters.
Right. So, all right, let's like don't compare yourself with Jerry Seinfeld, the loser. Let's talk about.
I wish I was a loser like him.
All right, doesn't mean you're not a loser even if you have money.
I'm not a fucking loser. 29th Street. Danny Aiello? No?
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
No,
I
when
do
does he say
remember
I'm not a loser.
I love Danny Aiello.
When he goes for the ticket.
What movie is that?
29th Street.
Street. That's such an underrated movie.
I don't know 29th Street. I know.
Oh, Patty.
Oh, Patty,
You
come
gotta
on.
see
You didn't
it.
know Brewster's Millions either. I
Anthony
took the shit out of you.
LaPaglia. Anthony
Oh yeah, the guy who's from Australia, but he sounds like he's Italian. That guy?
Is he from Australia?
He's Australian.
I never knew that.
I think so, yeah.
well,
My
she knew.
favorite
Wow.
one of that guy that you just said, but I can't remember because I'm senile, is Moonstruck is my favorite
Yeah,
movie with him
Moonstruck.
in it. I
Yeah,
love
I love
Moonstruck.
him.
but
Cher was in that. Nicolas Cage. That was a great movie. That was
was a
still in
great
my
movie.
wife's grandmother's neighborhood.
It was?
It's still great.
It's
Where's that,
still a
Brooklyn?
great movie.
Carol, they call it Carroll Gardens,
That's
South
where I used to
Brooklyn,
live. Oh, yeah.
Clinton Street.
Yeah, they had that bread place was an act.
Camareri's.
That was, and then they
Yeah.
closed down shortly after that. I lived like literally like across the street and up the block.
Did you ever get bread from Cameron?
I did.
Did you ever get milk? Wah, wah, wah.
Okay, wait, we got to talk about the bread and milk. All right, bread and milk. Is that what made you
He
That-
went viral.
You went viral. Explain it.
That opened the floodgates. My
Okay.
wife didn't want to cook that night. She says, go out and get something. I opened the door. I saw a snowflake. Right away, I thought what everybody in the Northeast thought. It's going to be
Right.
the snowpocalypse.
No, but they do build that up like that.
Right.
They make it it's gonna be
Exactly.
the worst. So you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So I filmed it from my house to the car, 26 seconds. I got to get the bread and milk. It got me more recognition than 30 years of stand-up. Go
That
figure.
is, and it's like
I almost deleted it. I thought it was stupid.
But
It's
that's
30
how
seconds.
most careers take off. I mean, a lot of, Justin Bieber got famous like that. So many people get famous like that.
from online. You mean
Because,
something
but
going
you
viral.
are a true talent, and it's not like you just, you're a true talent. So you did that, and it was hilarious.
Right. A lot of-
What does it hit now? What did you
It's
say,
up
Manny?
to 16 million.
16 million
The
views.
thing about that, it comes back every winter.
Right.
Most viral videos, they come and go. This is like this is like Christmas carols.
Wait.
It comes back every year.
That is.
It's on the Weather Channel. It's on every news station, radio station when they do the weather. Every winter, it comes back.
Here's
It's
the
the
beauty.
best.
Here's the beauty of it. It's like, what is it? 20 seconds long? It's not even
26 seconds.
And people have tried to copy it. No way.
You had the black version, the Jewish version,
Right.
the redneck
out, I didn't
version.
see
I gotta
that.
get the matzah. I gotta get the matzah and what, whatever.
Matzah and pickles. Huh?
Right.
Black guy was
can filter
Kool-Aid and
fish.
sugar.
Oh my god!
I didn't see
Right.
it.
Wait. So Manny says because Manny knows everything about you. He's
your
a
stalker. Yes.
And he said that you didn't even want to do that. Your wife made you put it on the on YouTube.
I almost deleted it. I've been doing these videos since 2010.
You know what? You did them kind of before any of the comics were doing them. You were like, I'm like, Vic, what are you doing? You go, oh, just stand in the background here.
Yeah.
We're doing a thing. And he's like, oh, I miss my mother. I miss my father.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would just talk about whatever's on your mind.
It's
and-
great.
I got a total of over 200 million views with all my videos put
Oh
together.
kidding me?
God.
Matter of fact, YouTube is going to send me what they call a play button. It's a button in a frame, and if you hit a certain amount of viewers, you get that. So I can't wait for that to come.
Does a check come with that fucking button?
No, but let's put it this way: bread and milk. I put a new bathroom and a new kitchen in my house.
Nice.
But wait,
That's all you have to
You
do.
got to monetize it.
how do you monetize? How do you make money from a viral video? Explain
You have
that
to.
to me.
You got to go on Google AdSense. It's a whole thing you got to fill out. You got to put in a bank account.
Wait, I'm writing
Manny,
this
write
down.
this down.
You got to
I'm writing it down.
monetize it, and it's not retroactive. If your video isn't monetized, if you make a viral video and it's not monetized, and then you monetize, it doesn't. You got to do it from when you.
Before.
Yes.
Right.
So before you put that out, you've got to monetize it as you put it out.
Right.
Yes.
So every video you make now is monetized.
Monetized.
When you put
Yes.
Absolutely, because he's got all these viewers. They're
I get
all
a
waiting
I get
to
a
see
check
his
once
next
a month.
You
I
get a
love
check
it.
It's
once
like
a month.
it's like a nice little.
100,000, Patty.
No, not that much.
That's good.
Not
right?
that
Wouldn't
much.
that be great?
So you're making money from your vignette. You call them
Yes.
vignettes.
I call them Vic's vignettes, which Vinnie Mark coined that phrase.
That is such a funny thing, vignettes, because you're so blue collar, and all of a sudden you're using a
Yeah,
word.
well,
like
that's the
vignettes.
beauty. Then I got people. You should call it Vic Nets. Just shut up. I mean,
Everybody's
I
got
this.
their 2 cents.
Everyone's got an
Everybody
opinion.
knows everything. You should do this. You should do that. Yeah, I'll put it on the list. You know how many fucking suggestions I get every day? You
No.
should do this, do that. Just enjoy the fucking videos, will you?
Exactly.
So the other big one you got too. Well, some of them are like bigger than like your Justin Bieber one was a huge
That
one.
got 2 million. Kanye West got another 2 million. It's
Oh, I
just-
love the Kanye
The
West.
Kanye West after
That was
he did that thing.
hilarious.
To,
Well, I made 2 on him.
oh, what?
Whatever he feels at the moment.
He's a no talent, if you ask me. That's my opinion. And what Paul McCartney, when he teamed up with him, I have no idea what he was thinking. The guy never smiles.
was
He's
thinking
worth
money
$1 billion. The guy never fucking smiles. He's got that puss on his face. You're married to Kardashian. And fucking smile. Just smile for me.
Right.
That's all.
He's weird.
not happy.
He isn't happy.
It seems like the more fucked up you are in this world, the more glorified
Attention you get.
And the more people like you.
It's insane.
It's almost like I feel better about myself watching you.
Thank you.
Not you.
Not you.
But like a guy like him.
Right, exactly.
That's the only way I could see it.
So what?
That's sicker than the show. It's the what's worse than those reality shows are the people that watch it.
I know.
Yeah.
People love it. People love
I have
those
never
shows.
watched an episode of the
Okay, I will
Kardashians.
admit that I
can't.
watched one because my kids were watching it, and it was the one where the sister is waxing her other sister's ass.
Nice.
And I remember thinking, what sister waxes another sister's? And she's on all fours, but there's a towel over it, and she's ripping it, going, ah. And I'm
They
like
have
thinking,
hairy asses.
I guess so.
Okay, that's disgusting.
But how is that a show? How is that a show?
Then Mob Wives and Jersey
no,
Shore.
what? The midget one. How about the midget wives?
Oh yeah.
How are you watching that?
What? The little people?
You like that one? He
I
likes
like that show. The little couple
Not the couple.
with Chloe and
Not the-
Will.
No, I think they broke up. Actually,
Did
the
they?
little couple
Yeah,
broke up.
I
Hollywood
love
got
that
to
show.
I know, but they're kind of bitchy women with like
Yeah, the little bitchy
tendrils.
women that beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
It was like being at the
And they
circus.
they wear
when
tube
they
tops.
started wrestling.
That's what I tell people. Oh, you know, now I'm getting all the fucking assholes now. The same people that are telling me I can't wait till you make it, they're now telling me, well, you forgot about the little people. I said, no, I watched that show on TLC all the time.
So now, you
I'm
can
all
fill
over.
out
I'm
rooms. You
booking
can fill up
into
rooms.
2018. I'm selling out theaters. I'm selling out 1,400. The Borgata. It's in June. It's sold out already.
Wait a minute. So you're not doing the music box, but you're your own
We might
show.
go to 2 shows because they're
really?
turning people
So now
down.
here's the thing.
Yes.
The other day, I'm in the car with my friend Louie and his son.
Not Louis.
Louie. And his son
Why did you
goes,
say not Louis?
So
who Louis
now
is.
the,
Be an asshole.
the kid's on his iPhone, and all of a sudden he goes to me, "Do you know this comedian?" And he turns a picture of you over, and I go, "Yes, I know him.
I started with
Now
him.
I'm a nobody."
You're not a nobody.
No, but it's funny how now
Everybody knows him.
Everybody knows
My
him. It's
sister-in-law-
and that's wonderful because I always loved you.
It's great.
And I always said this fucking guy,
I know.
who's on a stage
Killing.
and ripping it like I do, and like you do.
Not to toot our own horns or anything.
But no, but he's so good.
I know.
And now he's getting it. He's getting it what he deserves and what he should be.
It's what,
Thank you,
30
Patty.
years,
Thank
20
you.
years? How long was it?
I started in 1981, Pips Comedy Club in Sheepshead
Oh my
Bay.
God. Okay.
The first night I went on stage, Andrew Dice Clay was just the MC. That's how long
Wow.
Oh my
I've been doing
God.
it. People don't know that
Wow.
before Bread and Milk, they don't know my whole story.
Right,
They
well-
don't know when I drove a garbage truck to Dangerfields. I told Tony Bavacqua, I'll pick up your garbage if I have stage time. They don't know that.
Right.
They don't
Tony
know when I went on a
Bavacqua?
fucking cruise and I left my wife and kids on a cruise to do a pilot
I
with Vincent
agree.
Pastore. They just
Really?
see
They don't know how many
They-
times I had to show my tits
Well,
to all these club
well, I
owners
couldn't do
to
that.
get stage
I
time.
showed him my cock.
No, but I know what you're saying. Nobody knows. Like they think like this Maniscalco kid, right? And they think he just popped up
He's
and he's
awesome.
hilarious.
You know,
this
when I-
guy is hilarious, but he's worked it.
Yes.
He's been
Why,
around. but-
why in this country do we got to knock success instead of embracing it?
Exactly.
When I saw that benefit in Madison Square Garden they do it once a year for the children. Here's the lineup: Seinfeld, Maniscalco, Tracy Morgan, Chris Rock, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching these
Well,
guys.
2 out of 3 ain't
and
bad.
I'm pulling my hat off to these because people don't know what they went. Whether you like them or hate them,
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
this is a tough
It's a
fucking
hard
It is
business,
very
man.
hard.
It's a hard
This is a tough,
business.
for every Kevin James and Ray Romano, there's us three.
And the thing is, before you make it, you either make money or you have $300 in your checking account. And I
Right.
know that because I have $300
Or
in my
negative
checking account.
$35.
That's your choice. You're either rich and you're filling up rooms, or you're just like
Trying
scrambling.
to figure
You're
out where your next
scrambling
gig
it.
is. Now, here's
Yeah.
the thing. I have to give props to Kevin James because not only did he come back, but he didn't forget about us. Well, not me, but I'm just.
He did forget
he
about
forgot
you,
about
Carrie.
me. No, but what I'm saying
But
to
he didn't
you-
forget about what's his name, Keith Anthony.
No, he put Keith Anthony on the show,
Right.
and Keith Anthony is
Very funny.
fucking hilarious. And
I
he went
love
on that
Keith
show like he
Anthony.
was a natural,
Yeah.
like he was acting for 100 years. That's what means
It's
seasoned,
not who you know; it's who knows you.
right? So
what does
good-
that mean?
In other words, Kevin didn't forget him. He saw him. He knew him.
Right.
He's like, this guy can deliver
Exactly.
when I put
That's
him
how
on
it
my
happens.
project.
That's how it happens, you know.
Just like Chris Monty got on
Right.
Grown Ups, I think it was, or one of those shows. No, he might have been on
He
Mall
was on
Cop.
King of Queens.
No, Mall Cop, wasn't he?
Yes, and he was in Kevin Can Wait also.
Right, because this kid is funny.
Yeah.
I call him the schnoz.
He does have a schnoz.
Me and him were in the same scene together in Mall Cop.
Hilarious, right?
Yeah.
So when you're like, if let's say, hypothetically speaking, folks, I become huge and famous.
Yes.
If I decide that I'm going to do a movie, I'm going to pick the people I know can deliver.
Why do you think Martin Scorsese's movies always work? He uses the same people.
Correct.
There's a chemistry.
I
know?
always wish that I was like had $1 zillion because I feel like I know the funniest people.
I
know
do,
the
I
funniest
do
people to
agree.
be in a sitcom, but I have no power to put anybody together or anything. But it's like after you've been in the business for so long, like who's funny. Also, the thing that's funny about you, it's funny when you say you're not clever. Because you kill. Like, it's not like laughing, like, like when you
People
do a
can't
show.
breathe.
People are bent over, like,
Yeah.
like that's the kind of funny that, my ex-husband goes to me, he listened to I was going to put a CD out, a DVD out or a CD or whatever the fuck you call it. And he goes to me, I go, what do you think of it? He goes, it's funny. He goes, but why don't you try working on being clever next time? And I'm like, ooh, that was so hurtful.
Who said that?
My ex-husband. But
That asshole.
Funny is funny.
but I just thought, that's true.
So
I'm not
jealous,
like,
but he wasn't jealous.
I'm not
he was
clever.
a comedian too. Bullshit, Patty.
I don't think it's I
Look.
don't know that I'm clever.
Patty.
I think I'm an entertainer.
For you to get up there and do and put together your jokes the way you do, and you fucking destroy a room the way you do, okay, that's clever.
Thank you, darling. But
Funny is funny. Whether
All right.
you're using prop, people hate prop.
Jerry
comics.
Seinfeld's not
I
funny.
li-
he
I
might
used to
be
do
clever,
props. I like props.
but he's not funny.
Who's that?
Jerry Seinfeld.
She's going after him today.
Well, he killed that night at Madison Square Garden.
Oh,
He
big
did?
deal.
Yes, he
There's
did.
a lot of people that lick his ass.
Well,
I think he's funnier now than he used to be. Like when he started, his observations were like, "Oh, there's one sock in the dryer. Where'd the other sock go?" Like that wasn't funny. But now
He might
I
be
think
better
his
now.
stand-up comedy is way funnier than I think it is.
He
But-
might, I haven't seen him lately. I haven't seen him in. Every time he
30
comes
years.
on TV, I turn the channel. But wait,
He's funny. He was funny
and I
on
turn
Letterman
the channel like this. I have one of those TVs.
with the
the
pliers.
pliers and the aluminum foil rabbit ears.
I don't have that.
You
Yeah.
got channel
That was our
2,
TV.
4, 7, UHF.
UHF, I remember.
Midnight, it would go to snow when you hear the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh yeah, they
That
would
is
do
true.
that.
And black and white. I always had a
Yeah.
black and white TV until my kids were like 9. So
You had UHF and VH1.
Not
UHF.
UHF.
I'm getting all confused now.
yeah.
I'm hating on Jerry Seinfeld. I'll tell you why.
Why?
I don't think he should because maybe he'll have a job for
I
you
doubt
one
he's-
day.
I doubt he's watching this.
I doubt he's watching. I doubt he's watching.
Snap.
B, I don't give a shit if he is. But can I just say, he was so fucking rude to me.
What?
I'm hosting at the Comedy Cellar one night. True story. And Dave Chappelle's on stage just ripping it. And Jerry was filming Comedian.
Oh yeah.
Back
That's a
then.
great documentary.
Never saw it.
Oh my God, it's
No,
so
they
good.
made Orny Adams look like an asshole.
But he
And
kinda
never
isn't.
paid-
He is
and he
an
didn't
asshole.
pay anybody that was in the movie.
All right, but it
No,
probably
but
helped
that's
his
an
career.
asshole because all these comedians are starving and he's got a building just for his fucking cause. He couldn't pay
That's what I
Orny
don't
Adams, that
understand.
motherfucker.
That's what I don't understand. You got all this money, man. Yeah,
Share it with the little people that are making your movie at least.
Okay. So what did he
So-
do to you?
I'm in I'm in the Comedy Cellar waiting to get Chappelle off, right?
Right.
Because you don't know. He could go on or he could get off or whatever. So you got to be right there when
Right.
he pops off. And I'm not giving him the light. No way am I giving Chappelle the light because that guy's like one of the best comedians around, right? So Seinfeld comes downstairs. And somebody's getting bumped, obviously. So he's standing there, with that look on his face. So it's awkward because you're in a 2x4 like hallway, and I go to him. Hi. I go, hey, how you doing? And he's like, he didn't even say anything. And then I go, you're from Massapequa because I'm a Long Islander. I figured we'd bond like that a little bit, right?
Yeah,
And he
right.
goes like this.
Wow.
What? Why?
Now, you can't do that to me
Holy
because I don't
shit.
give a fuck who you are. I will smack the shit
So
out
he
of you.
put his hands right up to your face.
He put
like,
him in my
"Stop."
face like, stop
Stop.
talking. And I just looked at him and I go, what? And he goes, I'm doing my act in my head. Don't talk to me. And I go to him, are you serious?
Okay, that.
I looked at him and I go, you serious? I go, you got to be kidding me, right? You're doing your act in your head? All right, I'm not going to talk to you. So I bit my tongue because I
You
swear
should
to
have
God.
said, I'm saying go fuck yourself in my head.
After that, I'm wait now. I don't want Chappelle to get off at all.
Unbelievable.
So anyway, I go on. I bring him on. A week later, I'm at the cellar and I'm showing somebody pictures of my trip to
I was going to say tits.
Grease?
my trip. No, I was in France.
Oh.
And I've met so many superstar comedians
Yes.
in that place. Chris Rock, greatest guy in the fucking world, will talk to you. All these people that are just superstars, and they talk to you. And this guy puts his fucking hands in my face. No, I'm sorry.
Maybe you caught him on a bad night.
Yeah, that's weird because
Yeah,
he was
really?
nice to me, Carrie.
Okay, well, maybe he didn't like me. So
Go ahead.
now he comes. Now I'm showing pictures to this girl or whatever about my France trip, right? And he comes over and he leans over to look at my pictures. And
Jerry
I go like,
Seinfeld?
Yeah, because he's
you go
walking
like
around
that?
the whole time, and I go like this with the pictures. I go, get lost, beat it.
You
Come on, move it. And all of a sudden, the girl goes to me, that was Jerry Seinfeld. I go, I don't give a shit. He's got to move it along. And he went, and he walked away.
Who
But-
is this lady?
But that was the week that he almost got his ass
This
kicked.
bitch.
That was the week he almost got his ass kicked in the cellar with Maya DiGiorgio's boyfriend because she was filming a documentary about comedians.
What do you mean, literally got his ass kicked?
He stood up and he almost beat the shit out of him.
Wow.
Because Jerry said she can't film in here while we're filming. And it was in the paper and everything. And she was filming for like a year and a half before he got there with his camera crew.
Okay.
And she was she got some really good interviews with this girl's super duper talented. But anyway, she films Richard Pryor, an interview with him, and she did this really cool documentary. And all of a sudden, this guy, and she's a nobody, right? I mean, like
She's
a comic,
pretty girl, yeah.
great girl, and she's doing a great job filming this thing. And this guy comes in and says she's not allowed to film when I'm here. So now the boyfriend, who used to be a boxer, gets up and goes, "I'm gonna." So I was like, "Please, please, just watch out."
He doesn't look like he
was
could.
like,
Yeah, no.
he can't fight.
You-
So it was like the cops came, whatever. It was just a great moment at the cellar. Those moments are just like they're Kodak
Okay,
moments.
I will say though, he was very nice to me. I met him at one. Do you remember Sal's? Remember Sal with the pinky ring on 23rd Street?
Sal with the pinky ring. I don't like 20 Sals with the pinky ring.
But it was this Italian guy who had this big club with like 400 seats, and he'd get literally 3 people. He'd get 3 people to come in every night, and he had pictures of Jerry Seinfeld, painted murals all over the wall. And he's going, "I'm going to get Jerry Seinfeld in here," and I'm thinking, "Yeah, right." There's like 3 people. He's got no. He goes, "No, I'm going to get him." So one night I'm on stage, and there's like 2 people down front, and I see these 3 people walking in the back, and I'm like, "Oh my God, is that Jerry Seinfeld?" And I'm
How many people in the crowd?
2.
Okay.
And I am so embarrassed because, I'm not getting laughs because there's 2 people and they're like going, I'm thinking, oh my God, Jerry Seinfeld's so famous and he's seeing me like eat it in front of 2 people. And I thought, oh God. And then I'm walking off and I didn't even want him to see me. And he stopped me and he said, "I just want you to know, I know how hard it is to have to do that in front of 2 people." He goes, "You're very funny."
See that,
So
Carrie?
see, he was
So
nice.
not only is nasty, but he's a fucking liar too. Okay?
Wow.
Comedy and tragedy.
So
No, I believe. Well, you
So
are funny.
sassy.
You are funny, so of course he had to say that.
Well, you
Probably
know.
couldn't follow you.
But no, it was
Maybe he
nice.
should have seen your act. Maybe see if you were on stage instead of Chappelle. See that?
Then they called me and they go, "We want you to sign a waiver because you're in one of the scenes with in Jerry's movie." I go, "Well, can I see the scene?" And they go, "No." And I go, "Well, I'm not signing the waiver." She goes, "Are you serious? You're not going to sign to be on the movie?" I go, "I'm serious. I'm not going to sign to be in the fucking movie." And I never signed. And Rick Dorfman called me. He's like, "Are you crazy?" I go, "Listen, I need to see what the scene is. I don't want him making me look like an asshole."
Were you in it? Did they leave you in?
Nope. I wouldn't sign it.
Good for you.
They made
You
Orny
stood your
Now I'm
ground.
in a
I like that.
basement in
Orny-
Woodside.
Orny Adams looked like an asshole, but he is an asshole. He's kind of an asshole. I mean, that's his personality.
But
His
he could
persona's
have
an
gotten
asshole.
paid for being an asshole,
Yeah, but
Patty.
you know what? Sometimes you do shit for free just to get something.
He
Right,
got-
Vic?
Yes. I'm just agreeing with the two steamed clams over there.
I love that name for the show,
Steamed-
Steamed Clam.
Wait, I want to know something. Okay, when you did Pips,
Yes.
explain what Pips was like. 'Cause Pips
Ah.
is no longer around, and I think
love
people
that
who are
Pips.
stand-up comics don't know what they were missing by not having worked at Pips.
It was a beautiful time. It was wow. It was
It
where
was.
the
It
mobsters
was.
met the lobsters.
Yes.
It was the only club in
Goodfellas.
the country where the owner would heckle you.
That is true.
That was Ray Garvey. May he rest in peace.
Love
I
Ray
miss that
Garvey.
man every day. I
But
got
you were there before Ray Garvey.
yes.
When Marty
Marty and
Marty
Seth.
and
Oh,
Seth
Marty-
and
oh.
Scott
Seth
rest
is
his
gone.
soul.
Marty's gone. Ray's gone.
They're all gone.
Otto's gone. George is still alive.
What about Ronnie? Do you remember the bartender Ronnie?
Hi, Vic. Can I get you a drink? You just asked him a drink, and he get all fucking relax, Ronnie. I'll make it myself.
Ronnie.
Then there was Hank. Then you went to the kitchen.
God.
You went downstairs. You were
Yes,
in a fucking
in a hole.
That James.
Oh, that was horrible.
That little
James.
fucking James! He was like a hobbit!
The
He
stories
was like
I could
from the
tell you. I
fucking-
was on stage one night. A guy next door got whacked while I'm on stage.
What do you mean,
Oh my
whack?
God, I
Killed?
remember.
Next door.
Yes, he got
Whacked.
killed. Whacked.
You heard the
Patty.
gunshots. Then the fucking police. And Ray's like this.
Stretch. Stretch.
Holy
That was
in
the
Brooklyn,
universe
man.
stretch. That's hilarious.
It was great. It was Dice. It was John Maroney. It was
Oh, my God, John
Richard
Maroney.
Jenny. My God. You know,
He's one
I'm
of your
so-
heroes, right?
Jenny? Fucking genius. I
Genius,
would kill
he
for the
was.
bits that he threw out in a waste paper basket.
Oh my God,
He was a
the
genius.
best.
He was off stage very
Quiet,
yes.
kind of aloof, really.
Yes.
Aloof.
But on stage, fucking genius.
He would
He
do
was.
he would do an hour and a half, 2 hours. He could go forever. That
He,
guy.
and he had that Carlin type of
Yes.
brain.
How many HBO? He did like 5
He was
HBO
amazing.
specials.
What
He,
a shame this guy died.
You don't realize what's going on in people's heads.
I know.
It
You
is.
don't.
Same thing with
Depression's
Seth.
a
To me,
fucking
Seth
horrible
was
thing.
fucking hilarious.
He was.
I don't think I ever met Seth.
Oh,
You
my
did.
God.
I did.
He used to
You
do this
did.
bit.
He was always
He used
there.
to imitate a marionette. It was fucking hilarious. He
Yeah.
would just be like he had. It was just. It was
Funny.
a great. It was a
That
great
was a
club.
great room. And that room only hold what, 60 people?
Yes.
It was so tiny, but when you hit that stage and it like you got to laugh, it was like
And if you sucked, they would let you know.
Oh
you
my
Yes,
God!
they
You would
did.
get heckled. The first time I
Yep.
did that room, they said you got to have half an hour. So I just thought, okay, I've got 25 minutes. I will talk slow and I'll have a half an hour. So I go up and do my half hour. I get off the stage. I had done 15 minutes. Ronnie comes up because I thought that I had done a half, but I was so nervous. I was talking so fast.
Ronnie.
They're heckling. They're screaming shit. They're like, "You're old and you're ugly." I'm like, I don't even know what to say to "You're old and you're ugly." I was 26. You know what I mean? So it's like no one ever said that to me before. So I come off the stage. I'm like sweating, and I'm thinking, "Oh, what am I going to do for the next show?" Ronnie backs me up against the wall. He puts his finger in my face. He goes, "Don't you get off that fucking stage till you see the light." He goes, "You're not getting paid for that first show or the second show unless you stay up there." He goes, "I don't care if you have to tap dance. I don't care what you have to do. You don't get off till you see the light." So now I'm like
The most brothers
sweating.
could tap dance. Uh-oh. Are we going to get letters for that?
Yes, they were the best.
But anyway, I stayed up for the full. I just did improv. I had a thing in my. That's when I did props. I started doing characters. That's how all my characters started because I had to fill 15 minutes. I pulled it out of my ass. I made shit
Yeah,
up.
we would get threatened. It
Yeah,
was
it was-
horrible.
yeah,
And
I-
I don't mean just there, but I remember Bob Kephart threatening me.
Oh, Kephart was a crazy
So
alcoholic.
I'm in Vegas, and he comes up to me, and he goes, it was at the Tropicana.
Yeah.
At the comedy stop at the Trop, and you all have to do the music and the
They
bow.
put you in that shithole condo, right?
and that. No, in Vegas, you got the room.
Oh, Vegas.
I thought you meant Atlantic City.
No, Vegas, you got a room. So he he goes to me. I get off stage. I had just done a great, decent set. It was Monday night, whatever. It was okay. Probably was a shitty set. And he goes to me, listen, tomorrow night, I want you to write a whole new 15 minutes.
What?
He goes, and it better be all gambling stuff. And I go, okay. I panicked. I was fucking doing comedy a week. So now
You got to come up with 15 minutes.
Is he still is he still in the business?
I think
I
he's
guess,
dead.
with
Isn't
his
he
big
died?
eyebrows. No, he's not dead.
Are you
His
sure?
big eyebrows. Maybe
Alcoholic.
he is dead. He had these eyebrows. So I go to him. Okay, so I'm in the room trying to figure out gambling jokes. I can't do any gambling jokes. The next night, I go up to the same act and I killed with it. I get off stage. I go, "How was that?" And he goes, "Good, not great, good, but you're on the right track. I like the new stuff." It was the same exact fucking act he saw, but he was a drunk.
You
And
know,
what did he?
Then you wonder why when some comics make it, people call him a scumbag. Well, how did you treat the guy when he was coming up? You know?
Oh, I see what you're saying. You
You know
mean
what I'm
because,
saying?
yeah, they get treated so bad, and then it's like, look, I want this, and I want this, and I want this, because you used to not having all those things.
Right.
Yeah, they do treat you bad. Like one time I was doing Atlantic City, and Kephart has a boat. So he comes back there. It was me and Chuck Roy, and we're back there, and he goes, "Did you bring a bikini?" And I went,
Are you kidding
"No."
me?
He goes, "Do you have a bikini?" I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Did you?" He goes, 8 a.m. Meet me here.
Who
We're
said
going
this?
Kephart.
Are you
We're going out
shitting
on my
me?
boat. I go, "Oh, do you mean did I bring it with me? Because I didn't bring one." He goes, "That's all right. I got a bunch on my boat." And
Are
I
you
go,
kidding
I
me?
swear to God. And Chuck Roy goes, "Well, I got a bikini." And he goes, So
Tell him sorry. I'm busy writing
I
gambling
never went
material.
in the morning. I never went, but he was just such a creepy guy.
There were a lot of creepy guys.
Oh,
If you're a girl, I remember getting a massage and on my shoulders, like I'm sitting there and he's massaging
On
my
stage?
shoulders. No, this booker. And I turn around, and I go, "Can you please not touch me?" He goes, "Oh yeah, no problem." And then he sits down, he's paying me, he puts his hand right
Who's
here,
this?
like on my thigh. I can't tell you. I'll tell you after the
You
thing.
gotta tell
He
us,
puts
Patty.
his
I
hand. No, I
hate
got in trouble last time by saying something that I shouldn't have said.
Do you
Scott
still
Rowe.
work for him?
Yeah, no.
Then
no, I
say
don't.
it.
No, because I work for somebody. No.
Wow.
And he put his hand right there. But we made up. I told him that's fucked up. Don't ever touch me there again.
I hate when they put their
On
hand
your
on your
leg.
leg or
On your leg.
any, but on your leg.
See, boys, you don't have to worry
Notice
about
I'm
this.
sitting like this.
You never have
That's
to.
because they put hands on you.
You never have to worry about that stuff.
Well, he wants us to put our hands on his leg. We don't want you to touch us. Ask my husband how much I don't want him to touch me.
Wait, what about you? Now, you've been with your wife. I cannot believe this. You've been with your wife how many years?
Well, 40 years. I know her.
40?
We met in 1978.
In high school? What the hell?
Saturday Night Fever. That was like to me. That was a documentary.
My God.
You're from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, that was my neighborhood.
Wait a minute. You met her in high school or college?
High school. On a dance floor we met.
You've
in a
been with her
disco.
since high
Which
school?
disco? 2001 Odyssey.
No,
Which
the
one?
upstairs lounge on Fifth Avenue in Bay Ridge.
Oh, my God.
I couldn't get in because I was wearing a tank top.
Yeah, that was a dress code. They had dress
Yeah.
codes.
So the guy at the door said you can't get in. So I wore the lining from my friend's leather jacket.
Oh, that's
I looked like a
hilarious.
fucking barbarian.
And you met her. And you met her that
Yeah.
night.
Wait, that's where you met
Wearing
her
a
looking like
liner.
that?
Yeah. We're on the
But you
dance
were
floor.
cute,
I
Vic.
come up there, I had my fucking moves. As you want to dance? She says, no. She made a face. No. But her friend said, I'll dance with you. Then when she saw I was dancing with a friend, then she,
Then
won.
she got
And she's like,
interested.
wait a minute.
Yeah, I
There
don't
must
wanna
be-
lose
she
out.
must see something in him,
Yeah.
right? So,
Well, she
but-
heard I owned the garbage company. She thought I was rich. So
yeah. That
Oh, this
always
is when
did.
you were a garbage man.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. What'd you like about her? What was it? The look?
She was beautiful. She was young. Acting lessons, singing lessons, from Godfather. She was young, and I've had them all over the world.
Who says that?
Waltz Productions. Come on.
Patty.
I've seen The Godfather 15
Shame
million
on
times,
you.
but
That's
I
a
don't
classic
remember.
scene.
I don't. Re-
The horse's head.
oh, the horse's head. I
When
love.
Tom goes to meet him.
Oh yes. Okay, that I did love.
She
okay.
was young. She was beautiful.
But usually people meet when they're in high school or and then they move on to other people. Like you just stuck.
Nah, we just hit it off from day one.
Really?
She's my best friend.
You
know?
don't fight. You don't.
You know what?
fight?
I admire
We
that.
fight some, over stupid things.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like who initiates the sex. But she, a couple of months ago, I walked in. She said, "Do me a favor, take off your shirt." I'm like, "Whoa, you feel all right?" Oh, now I'm doing a load of whites. wah, 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 wah.
No, but
Vic.
what I love about you, because I do lives as well, and
Carrie
I
does,
I
okay.
do my lives. I don't give a shit if I'm wearing makeup. I just don't care. What I love about your lives is that you don't give a shit. You were getting hair plugs, and was that your
Give a
wife
fuck.
fixing your hair,
Yeah.
putting the shampoo in your hair?
Yeah, I don't care because
But
it's
I
real.
love that.
You know,
It's real, and it's
she's
hysterical.
great. She's her mother is a ham. Lucy's got to be in the right mood. I call her Babekins. That's my nickname for her.
Babe.
I
Oh.
combine babe with pumpkin. I know.
This is
You
very
know, I got
sweet.
people telling me now they call each other Babekins because of me. It's sick.
So you get along with her mother too? Everybody
I
gets
love
al-
my mother-in-law.
Really?
I love her.
He
She's a
got lucky.
sweetheart.
You
He
did-
got
Yeah,
lucky.
That's
my
true.
mom
You got
died in
lucky.
October, so she's
Oh,
like,
I'm
my
sorry.
mother-in-law feels, she lived to 93. She
Okay.
fucking had dementia.
Oh, yeah.
Still had the humor.
I
I
know.
called her up in Florida. Hey, Mom, who's this? She said, it's you.
Ah. She's right.
Was your mother funny? Your father funny?
My father was funny.
He was?
He died at 65 in 1988. I wish he was here
sucks.
to see all this.
He is
Oh,
here.
yeah.
He's
I-
here.
I'm not the most spiritual
I
person,
am.
but I
He's
hope
here.
you're right.
He's here.
I'm not either. I'm not sure what I think.
I
To
think
me, I
he
believe
is.
you live, you die, but that's just me.
That's me too. But I think if anybody really close died to me, I might change my mind just because I want to think
No,
that I'm going to
you're
see them
both
again.
wrong.
Carrie is very believes in the hocus pocus stuff.
Oh, the reincarnation?
I believe in that. I believe in a lot of things. I believe in
Good.
him.
Good for you.
E.T.
But
Oh, yeah.
I do believe in the universe, and I believe that you do. You're here, and you go somewhere else. You don't just die,
I hope
and
you're
it's
right.
over.
I
No,
hope
It
you're
would be
right.
nice. Would be lovely.
Because, now I'm at the, I don't know if you guys ever feel like this. I'm at the age now. I'm 56,
Yeah, you
My
don't
older
parents
than
are
you.
gone.
You don't look it.
I look at my kids. My son turned 30 last week, and sometimes I just sit in the house and I start fucking choking up because, you
It's
start,
more
Like,
time
how many
marches
more years
on.
do I have left?
you start thinking of your own mortality.
I
now,
think
you know?
about
It's-
death. I tell Carrie this. I think about death every day. It hits me. Like I think, am I going to go before Kevin? Is Kevin going to go before
Exactly.
me?
And if I go
Well, I
if
can make that happen for you.
Lucy
where
goes
you don't
before
go
me,
first.
I'm going to be a fucking basket case.
That's how I feel.
I
about,
can't even post-date a check without her.
I can't do anything without Kevin.
I
Kev-
make the money, she handles it. And my manager, we call me, my manager, and Lucy funny, money, and honey.
That's great.
But I think about it all the time. Does your kid still live in your house with you?
My daughter, but she comes and goes. My son moved out a couple of years ago.
Wait a minute. Now your son. I just read that your son is gay.
Yeah, he came out 3 years ago.
I never knew this.
I hugged him, I kissed him, I said, I love you as long as you're happy. I don't care what you are.
When you said he
and when
came-
I talk about this on stage, they see this
Oh, you
Italian
say this
guy.
on stage about your son being
Yeah,
gay?
I got jokes about it.
Oh, you do? I got to
Fucking
see your new
hilarious.
jokes.
It's hilarious.
He outed his kid before the kid came out.
I got parents coming up to me. I can't. We think our kid is gay, but I see you the way you talk about it in
That's
front of all
good.
these people.
Yeah.
And I tell them, would you rather kid come out of the closet or hang himself in a closet?
See, you know what? That's what happens to a lot of gay kids. They do commit suicide. They're
Exactly.
miserable because they think that they can't come out and they can't. Look at my ex-husband. Doesn't come out till he's 55. He should have been out when he was a teenager.
When he was
for God's-
married to you, before he married you.
Exactly. But now, what did you say? Did your son go, I got to tell you something? Like, how did it come out?
Actually, what happened was at my niece's wedding, and the sister told us.
What sister?
My niece's sister.
Oh, she knew before you.
Yeah, she told us, and and at first I wasn't sure if what she was saying. It didn't click.
Right.
And then I saw my son saw my niece tell us, and I could see he was in the corner. The look in his face. He was like right outside the men's room, and I went over to him and I hugged him. I said, "Mike, it's okay."
Oh.
And we both started crying.
Oh my God.
And I got a joke. I says, now whenever mommy goes to Home Depot to pick out tile colors, you're going to fucking take it. So I know you people love that. What do you mean, you people?
Your Fruit Loops.
Did you know?
Yeah.
Did you know he might be? I mean, usually you can
I
figure it out.
suspected. I got more jokes about it. I said, we knew the signs were there. My wife, she had a C-section. She didn't go vaginally. So that was a clue right there. And every time,
That's a great joke.
every time she went to breastfeed, he would nudge her away. He preferred the bottle.
That's good.
But it's all good. These jokes were approved by my son, and it's all good.
Well, I do have to tell you, I don't think I'd give a shit either. Honestly,
Stupid.
I can't
Look
get
what's
hung
going
up.
on. Look what's going on
I
in
can't
Syria.
get hung up over this shit. It's like such
They
nonsense.
duck people. They tie people up behind their back in Syria. They throw them off the fucking rooftops.
It's
if they're
terrible.
gay.
If
They're gay. Yeah, they're
It's
sick
terrible.
people.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, but they shoot women in the head if their veil falls off.
That's
I mean,
what
come on,
bothers
that's
me.
ridiculous.
That's what bothers me. When he goes out, because he works in Manhattan, I picture him on the train.
Yeah.
You know, he's not the flamboyant type,
Right,
like,
right.
you know, Richard Simmons and
Right.
all that. He's a good-looking kid, and, you know, he's harmless.
Right.
And I would go to jail if somebody
So
hurt
would
my
I.
son.
I would
Oh,
really
yeah.
would.
Are you kidding? I would have if anybody hurt my kids, I would have them killed. I wouldn't kill them myself. I'd have them killed.
But I'm finding,
I'd hire someone.
I'm finding now, I don't think we have more gay people now. I just think we have more open gay
yeah,
people
yeah.
now.
I think the same
I
amount
think
of
it's
people.
been from the beginning of time.
Right.
So I was just recently somewhere, and someone came out to me, a niece of mine, and I was blown away by it. And then my husband's sitting right next to me. So whatever, I was okay with it. I was caught off guard because I
Right.
didn't expect it,
Right.
and I didn't think. I just didn't think
That was
she,
a chair.
I couldn't
Vic.
tell. There wasn't like. There wasn't masculinity. There wasn't
Right.
tomboyish. It
Right.
was just she's just regular, you know.
Regular gay.
Like no, not regular gay, but not you. There weren't signs of like masculinity to be like okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So when she said this to me, I was like, first I didn't know if I heard it correctly, and then I was like, okay, I heard it, and then she leaves, and I looked at my husband. I go, did you hear any of that? And he goes, yep, I did. And I go, what do you think? He goes, well,
It
you
just
know,
is.
It
What are you
is.
gonna do?
It is what it
No,
is,
you
as they say.
Shouldn't judge people. Live
You
and let
can't.
live.
That's
As long
why-
as you don't hurt
First of
my
all,
family, I don't give a shit
Stop
what you
judging
do
everybody.
behind closed doors.
That's what bothers me. People
cares?
judge people,
Ah,
He-
please.
Here's
and
what
it's like fucking.
Here's what bothers me too. I find so many religions are anti-gay.
Don't
Like,
get me started with religion.
I see that's my problem with religion.
They're the biggest hypocrites.
And you know,
You think Jesus
right.
wouldn't like a gay person?
That's why I hate
He
all
wouldn't
that.
have made them.
All the Christian rights stuff, so many things are anti-gay, and I feel like, where is your, it gets me so angry. But anyway.
Yeah, it's judging people. Again.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to judge anybody.
You realize that? Go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
want the Pope to come. I mean, the Pope has been pretty great, this Pope. Like, he's like, I think he's not saying gay people are horrible, like, but I feel like the Pope, and they should come out and go, gay people need to be accepted. They're accepted under God, just like everybody. I want somebody to just say, okay, Catholics, relax.
They're-
Okay,
they're harmless.
Because I was raised Catholic, and it's like, you can't believe this stuff.
They're
It's-
harmless. They're talented.
Yes.
And they bring back, Asbury Park came
Yeah.
back because of the gay.
I didn't know
population.
that.
It's like the hottest city
They
now.
took it back from the blacks.
Because they spend money. Gay
Gary.
people spend money.
No, they
took it
fix
back.
everything.
Don't listen to Carrie. Carrie, we're going
I'm
to pretend you didn't say that.
joking. No, but here's
Go ahead.
he's right.
That
But
rhymes. They took it back from the blacks. That'd be a rap song.
no, they'll take any area and fix it up. They'll come into my house and they'll just redesign my whole house.
Yeah, I sent my son to the shed to get a tool. I come back, there's curtains on the fucking shed.
It's true. But here's
Now, my daughter, she's the whack job. She's nuts. She's very creative. She's a pastry chef. She went to
Oh,
culinary
that's
school.
kind of cool.
She taught me how to make a bong out of an apple.
oh, that's
If you would have told me 30 years
fantastic.
ago that I'd be smoking pot with my daughter and my son was gay, I'd tell you, get the fuck out of here.
I love it. I love it.
It's great because when you smoke the weed, you taste the apple.
No, you know
Oh,
what?
But I
It's
got
like
the
a hookah.
munchies. I
It's
got the
like a
munchies.
hookah.
I ate the fucking apple.
Here's the thing, though. I've told you this. I've been thinking about like smoking pot. I tried it once, and I had horrible.
Really?
I
I
had.
could go on stage high.
You will go on stage.
Yeah.
Manny's high right now.
Really?
No.
Because I need something to take the edge off, and I'm an alcoholic, so I can't
That's what
take.
pot does. It takes the edge off.
What about alcohol? Do you drink alcohol?
Yeah, they buy me fucking shots and beers on stage.
But you're not. See, Carrie and I have a problem with alcohol. Would you think I'd have a problem with pot if I smoke pot? Like,
I
would
don't want to
become-
influence you. I don't know. Once you go on in front of two people again, before you go on in front of...
I know. I don't know, but it seems like a good idea.
Harmless.
I would never do it. I'll tell you
Never?
what.
Why?
Never. Because
Why?
I get paranoid.
Do you do it
and
off
I
stage?
Never.
You don't smoke weed?
Ever did. I
Really?
did once, and
Good
I
for
flipped
you. Hey,
out.
to each
I
his
flipped
own.
out too. But
Panic, strobe lights.
maybe it was mine was laced. Maybe yours
Mellow.
was laced.
It wasn't laced. Everybody else was fine.
You never heard of a guy wiping out, killing a family after he smoked a joint?
I know that's true.
They eat a bag of Doritos, they jerk off, they go to sleep.
Is that
That's
true,
it.
Manny? Is that true?
2 bags.
Too bad.
2 bags.
So, but
Just legalize it already.
Yeah,
Seriously.
legalize that.
Absolutely, I'm with Vic.
Legalize prostitution. Let's go. Right? Why give the
Well,
pimp
That,
sword?
Patty.
I got my wife.
Patty
I don't
wants
need
a
that.
second job.
Why don't you prostitute and sell pot? You'll give up comedy.
There you go.
If I could make money, I even said that to Kevin today. I go, it's so over for me. I go, you gotta. I go to my fiance. I go, you gotta figure out how you can come up with $20,000 because I need my face lifted, my nose done, and my teeth done. I just had this conversation with him today. I go, it's over for me because I can't even like be a whore. And, you know, like
You
With your
can't.
we
face
can't
and
be.
your nose.
Oh,
Okay,
Vic,
please,
come on,
Vic,
don't.
please. Let me
Don't blow
explain.
smoke up my ass.
Patty and I just went and had a double. We did a photo shoot, so
Yeah.
for a chit chat,
chit-chat.
right? So she goes, "Oh, we got this great photographer, blah blah blah." So he's carrying around this giant fucking light that he never turned on once, which we needed. We fucking needed it.
Like this?
We
Yeah,
we needed a
he's
soft,
carrying the
soft
whole
lighting.
fucking light.
We need
And
soft
we're
lighting.
in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, with these really cool graffiti backgrounds, and he's making us do these corny, hug each other, just dumb things, and we're following along. We're like, maybe we go. She sends me the picture. I call her back. I go, these fucking pictures.
She doesn't
suck.
like them.
I look like I got a hook nose.
Women are never
I'm
happy.
fat.
When I do a meet and greet, women, no, take it again. You gotta take the selfie from a certain fucking angle. Women
It's
are
true.
nuts.
I actually think
It's
the
true.
pictures are good, Carrie. You just don't
You
like
guys
the
No,
are
they're horrible.
You guys are the two prettiest comedians in the fucking business.
Oh, Vic.
Seriously.
Vic, you haven't been around the city lately,
Vic's-
have you?
I don't go to the city.
No.
sad.
Well, that's nice, Vic. Thanks.
You know. But now, what about like, you know, the Tonight Show or something like that?
It's not on
What about
anymore, is it?
Well, whatever. Colbert. Would you do those shows?
Of course I would if they fucking invite me.
Do you have to give it? Can you give it tape? Like, would that put you over the?
My manager is on all this. You don't understand. It's just, I don't know. I just feel like when it happens, it happens. Sometimes
I
I feel
agree.
like I'm shunned from certain parts of the business. I don't get it.
What do you mean?
I don't mean to blow smoke up my own ass, but nobody's doing what I'm doing. I got numbers that's better than some fucking sitcoms.
That
Seriously.
doesn't, but it doesn't make sense to me because you'd think that they would. That's what with David Letterman. Who was that guy? Dane Cook. He didn't like Dane Cook the first time he
Well,
came
Dane
on the
Cook
show.
did with MySpace what I'm doing with
That's
the
right.
social
And
media.
then the second time he found out that Dane Cook had zillions of people following him, and then
then he got
and
on.
he said, "Hey, let's get him on again." He didn't
Well,
want
you
him
know
on.
what? Hollywood doesn't like old people.
Exactly.
We're
Or
considered
if
old
or if
people.
you have a vowel at the end of your name.
Right.
That doesn't help.
But they
Oh,
don't like.
that's interesting.
That's what I said, Patty.
Really?
It's
Because
true.
you're Italian, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now, if he was
Okay, Carrie, stop.
No,
Before
you
you
know what
say
it is?
the Dibidetto-witz,
I'm off the school bus. Do you realize what a big hurdle that was?
That's great.
I mean, my manager sat me down, me and my wife. Now, we sacrificed 2 salaries to give this. This is the first time I'm doing comedy full time. I'm only doing comedy full time 3 years.
that's great.
amazing.
That's great,
That's
though.
I had 2
Amazing.
jobs.
And you love it.
Since 1978.
You did the school bus and the garbage truck at the same time?
When I was booked at the Borgata, now this is when Ray Garvey booked. Originally, when they first started doing it, it was 7 nights. I would go back and forth from the Borgata, go home to Central New Jersey,
Shit
get
me.
4 hours sleep, drive to Staten Island where the route was, do my route 7 nights in a row. Staten Island,
That's
Central
hard
Jersey,
working.
Atlantic City, boom, pop, beep,
And I
pop.
complained about my carving gyro. This guy.
This is what people don't know. They just see Brother Milk. Oh, he's selling out theaters. They don't.
But
see
you know what? You know, and being a garbage man isn't easy because you got to lift those things. Your back's got to
Kidding me?
hurt.
I-
You're
I-
fucking dumping that shit in. And then you got people like me throwing away a couch.
We had a couple stops in Chinatown, and that's all food. And you throw that shit in, and when the
The rats
The
come
blade
jumping
comes
out.
around, a bag of fucking maggots exploded
Come
on me one morning.
on!
I saw a rat give birth one morning.
Really?
A
What do you
rat.
mean give
A rat give birth.
Just let all the little rats
points
out.
As I'm having coffee, I'm having a
Dick.
fucking egg sandwich. I'm watching. It didn't even faze me.
What do you mean? The rat? You
The
just
rat
saw
was
it
in a
come
box.
out of the vagina?
Yeah.
What?
The
How do you-
whole-
Vagina patty?
Don't rats have
Yeah,
vaginas?
Rats
say
have
that
vaginas.
word.
Female rats have vaginas.
Can't you say out of
They
its
don't lay
thing?
eggs, right? So
No,
you
they-
saw them, and then what do you do with
They
the
look
rats?
like
mammals.
baby rats.
I just left
And then
it
he
there. I
stepped
felt
on
bad.
them.
No, I wouldn't
You
step
can't
on a
kill
rat.
the rat.
wouldn't
You
either.
can't kill them.
I
Oh
couldn't
my
kill
God.
I can't kill
anything.
anything.
I can't kill anything. When I kill a spider, I feel really bad.
I bring them
I almo-
outside. I put them in a tissue and I throw it out.
I almost
next
threw
day.
away a homeless guy. He was sleeping in the dumpster. He was hooked up. I sent the thing around.
Are you
I had a-
serious?
Yeah. I'm like, dude, you
And
can't sleep in a fucking dumpster.
And you have one of those.
No, I put it down. I released the fucking machine. I let him out.
Wow.
That was like the scene from Goodfellas. Remember Frenchie
Oh,
in slow
yes.
motion?
That I
Yes,
do remember.
yes.
That's my favorite part. That's
Yes.
so where they're all found dead. The guy on
hanging.
the hook.
With
Yes,
Layla playing
hanging.
in the back. Classic.
I noticed Layla playing in the
best.
back. I gotta watch it
The
again.
slow part of Layla, the piano
See,
solo.
I didn't know that.
Oh, Patty.
What am I missing? I've seen it like 20 times. How am I missing all this? What about a dead body? What about dead bodies? Because I always, I watch true crime all the time, and you see the dead bodies in the thing. What about any dead bodies?
Not on the job. Other,
What does that mean?
other place.
You've seen dead bodies?
Yeah, I've seen my share of dead
Maybe you
bodies.
shouldn't talk about it.
Nah.
Yeah, I haven't, thank God.
You have never seen a dead body?
Well, my father, when he just died,
oh, okay.
and
yep.
he was there in the room
Yes.
for about 4 hours, and we were
My
just
Aunt
with
Rose.
him. But it didn't affect, I wasn't like, oh my God, it's a dead body. It was my father.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's,
So-
My Aunt Rose freaked me out because they hadn't fixed her up. Like I found her in the room, like I went to claim her or whatever. What do you call it?
Identify. her.
Identify, not claim.
Claimer.
They give you a number?
No, they wanted me to identify.
That's hilarious. Number 7.
I had to
that's mine.
identify her before they would pick up the body for some reason. I had just had my baby, and she's in my Snuggie, and I got to go from Brooklyn to Bronx, and the guy's just waiting there, and I'm like, yeah, that's her, but she looked.
Did the baby see her too?
I actually, this is so weird, even though the baby doesn't know the person's dead. The woman next door, she goes, give me the baby. She's got an Irish accent. Give me the baby. I don't want the baby going in there. And I thought, yeah, I don't think I do want the baby going in there to see a dead, because
How
would
old
it be
was the baby?
like a month,
Wow.
2 months.
Talk about a circle of life.
I know. So I brought the baby next door, and then I saw my aunt, and then I kissed her goodbye. I gave her a kiss, but she was like wood. They're
cold.
stiff, and like
cold.
when
No,
I
they
and
go
it,
stiff.
I thought she's gonna feel like flesh, but it was like, oh, we're, and that's when I thought,
Depending on how many hours.
yeah, she had been the night. But where do they go? Like, I'm just like, what happened? Where is she? Like, it's just a shell. Like she was a shell of this person, But it was. But anyway,
She's
that's
in a
the
better place, right?
Carrie thinks so. What do you think, Kevin?
Look, you can believe or you don't have to believe. All right, Vic?
I'm asking you, she's in a better place, right?
Yeah, why not believe? So if I'm wrong, oh, fuck. But if I'm not
We'll
wrong,
find out when we die.
People-
Yeah,
the
that's
only
what I
way.
feel. I feel like I'll
That's
know
the
what I
only
need to
way.
know.
exactly. But
Yeah.
you can't be afraid.
No.
You want to be buried or cremated?
I don't give a shit.
I have a problem with cremating.
Yeah.
I don't, like, for me, I don't care. You can burn me up. But, like, I was just thinking, because, I told you I think about death all the time. I'm thinking, if Kevin died, I don't think
How
I
old
want
are
to.
you? Do you mind me asking?
60.
Come on.
I am. I'm the oldest one here. Yeah, I'm really old. I'm very old.
Patty,
But-
I wouldn't have signed on with you had I known this.
Harry. So I.
You look great.
Amazing. Not
Thanks,
great.
Vic.
Amazing.
Thank
Go
you,
on.
Vic,
Wow.
But I think I don't want Kevin to be in going up in smoke. Like, I'd rather him go in the
Up in
ground, and then
smoke.
I would go visit him.
Goodbye.
But I don't want him up in smoke. Like, somehow, like when people have the person on a vase on
Yeah,
their
and then
mantle.
it breaks, and now they got to vacuum it up. It's
I like
fucked
the
up.
mausoleum.
Yeah,
Those are nice.
That's nice. But
That
To be
way-
above the ground.
Wait, but
Yeah, who
that
can
way,
afford
if
that?
you by chance wake up because somebody fucked up, you can be
Yeah,
like,
right.
you can knock, Carrie.
they've hurt people.
Yeah, but I think there's no oxygen left, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway.
How did you? Can I ask one more thing? I want to ask something else.
Yes, whatever you want.
How did you start in comedy? How'd you? I know you started Pips, but like you're sitting around, you're going, okay, I'm a garbage man. Is there
Did you
something
come? Were
more?
you from a very loud Italian family?
Probably like you guys. I was the class clown.
Right.
I wasn't.
My
but
father was the funny. My father was like, he was like Ernie Kovacs. I got
I
old,
loved Ernie Kovacs.
I got old 8mm films at a barbecue. My father's got a watermelon and he's got the knife and he's playing it like a violin and then he stabs the watermelon. Shit like that. Little then my friend said, look, there's an amateur night at this place called Pips. Why don't you give it a shot?
And did you write something out, or you just went
No, I
up?
used a bunch of props. I called myself Sick Vic. I went on stage with a bunch of props.
Oh, my God. We
I
all
had
did.
I had
We
the
all
roll
did.
on.
You did props, too?
I had the
did.
roll-on deodorant. I said, look, chapstick for a black person. That
Oh,
was one joke.
no!
Oh, my God. I used to do that. I used to
Really?
take Vaseline, and then they had a Vaseline with a black, with
Oh
a
my
brown
God, so
case and one.
politically
I'm like, white people's Vaseline, black people's Vaseline.
Oh, no.
And then another time I had a big giant
Any-
toothbrush. I'm like, look, Arsenio Hall's toothbrush. I
Okay,
mean, like,
any black
but
people
just-
listening, I'm sorry.
Carrie,
Um,
she asked Vic about his career.
Manny,
He
hey,
doesn't talk much, but when he does,
Manny, while you tell us any questions from
Yes, yes,
okay,
yes.
we got questions. We're taking,
Well, here
are
was
we
one.
done with yours?
I have
You got a whole.
She's got a bunch.
We covered all.
Did
All
I
right,
do
Manny,
everything?
talking to
Sorry.
the mic.
She has a bunch of questions, but the first question was a while ago when you were talking about.
From who?
I forget who it's from. It says, Carrie, when did you come out and tell everyone that you were gay?
Actually, I'm still in the closet.
I'm kidding. No, but Vic, here's one for you.
No, but-
You changed on stage at the Brokerage Club one
Oh,
night.
that was a classic.
What does that mean? You
That's it.
changed?
I came late. That's when I drove the bus,
Oh my
the
God,
school
that's
bus.
so funny.
James, James, he's the best.
He is the best.
He's outside looking at his watch. I pull up. Hey, buddy, you gotta go. He never gets ruffled. He just picks up.
Now he's the coolest guy.
His hair is
Now,
always
listen,
in
Gotta
let
go.
me
place.
tell you
Gotta go
something.
on stage.
The place could be burning down,
Yep.
and Jimmy's got his drink, and he's like, buy them a drink. Buy the fireman a drink. Anything you guys want.
Laura,
Laura, get them a drink, huh?
I went on stage. I'm in my bus uniform, and I brought a change of clothes on stage. As I'm doing my act, I'm changing. Totally not acknowledging that I'm changing.
That's really funny.
Hilarious.
That
People are
is
crying.
hilarious.
People are
Down
crying.
to my underwear. Deodorant. I'm shaving. The electric
Oh,
shaver.
my
Everything.
God, that must have been
Totally
hilarious.
oblivious. Just doing my act. The people are howling.
That is so funny.
Wow. Thank you. That
That's
was
a good
And
question.
then,
What else?
The other one is
Talking to
One,
the
there
mic,
should be
you.
more.
there's more, but you got a lot of people saying hello, Vic. We love you.
Who? Got names?
Robert McNally, Alan Streisfeld.
Oh, Alan. Yes.
Robert McNally helped me today because my daughter locked the freaking keys in my car, and Robert sent over. He said it
Really?
was his car. He used his AAA, and they came and ballooned it up and opened it in 2 seconds. And I gave the
Beautiful.
guy a gyro, and we called it a day. Thank you, Robert McNally.
Thank you, Robert
Robert
McNally.
McNally.
Yes,
Who
and
else?
the other thing is, for the three of you, do you think when comedians die, they all go to an open mic?
Who wrote that?
Me.
That Manny.
So
Manny, you're just
stupid.
making up questions.
But-
that we're not
No, they
getting
go to a white room.
Yeah.
You
How
know-
about? But now the your Florida video, Vic, is a big hit.
Yeah, a lot of people like that
Can you
one.
talk about that one?
Tell me
Yeah.
about not driving to Florida?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I'm screaming, ranting, and raving. I go through this whole fucking rant,
Very funny.
fuming and spitting. Then I pause.
You do
And
spit
I-
a lot.
and I say-
you hit me like 3 times.
In other words,
No, I'm
people
kidding.
think I'm yelling. I'm talking
You-
to my wife.
You're looking off to the side
Right.
like you're talking to your wife.
Then I pause. I said, if I only had the balls to tell her that.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah,
It
that
was a
that
good
got a
one.
couple of million, I think.
I like
Yeah.
that one. That was funny.
How often you put them out every day? Or
Every
what do you-
day.
Now, are
Every
you afraid
day.
of her a little bit?
Am I afraid of my wife?
Yeah, a little bit.
Only when she's got that Italian temper. Yes.
Right. So, like, you know your boundaries,
Oh yes.
and you will not step over them because
Yes.
she'll go.
She's got a look. When there's a certain look, I go in the other room.
Let me ask you
I think all men know that look.
I know, they
Oh,
do.
yeah.
They do know that look.
With the Florida one, what do? You wake up, you're like, okay, I got to put my thing up on Facebook today. And you can, so how much time do you spend on it? Do you come up with
It
an
just-
idea? It just comes to you.
My mind is always constantly. I did one coming here in the traffic.
That's like how Carrie does. It just makes it up
I
on the
did
spot.
one, and I saw you pop on mine for a second.
I saw you pop up. It was on the fucking Costco Bridge. I didn't want to miss my exit. I'll watch it when I go home.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
But you guys, you just like think of it. Like I always think, oh, I should put like a video. But like, what the fuck am I? gonna
Here's when
talk
I think
about?
about
Do
it.
it. Just
Here's
go with
what
my
I
gut.
think about
Yeah.
it.
Just do it.
When it's 0 degrees out and I'm up at 6:30 in the morning in my pajamas taking my kid to fucking chorus, that's when I think about it because
Yeah,
that's what's getting me all aggravated. Do we really have to go to court? Like think about that. You got to go to chorus. You got to get up at 6 a.m. to take this kid to chorus so you could sit through this concert for the kids to do one fucking song, 2-minute song.
6 a.m.
6 a.m. My kid, I have to take my son 6:30 in the morning
That's
because he's a
terrible.
student council. He's not even the president.
What are they singing about at 6 a.m.?
It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Someone just wrote, Vic, you're such a classy guy.
Oh,
He
tell
is.
him,
He
tell
is.
him thank you.
I'm happy
Thank you.
he's here. I'm
Me
so
too. I can't
happy.
believe you
I've
came
known
to
you
Queens.
for how long? 100 years.
30 I've known you.
30 years,
My
25
favorite
years?
bit. My favorite bit of all time. I don't know if you do it anymore with the heads, the mannequin
the
I
heads.
heads.
don't do it anymore.
You don't do the heads
I know.
anymore.
Vic!
Wait,
I
when
know,
did you?
I know.
When did you retire the heads?
Wow.
A
About
long time ago,
3
right?
years, 4 years.
Yeah, because
He-
the last time I
You
saw
know what?
you,
I'm
you
just
did the
tired
heads.
of carrying them
I
all
know,
over the
he's got the
fucking
I know,
place.
it's
bag.
props.
And they used to say these were the heads of all the.
I found them in the garbage.
Right.
You did find the car.
He takes these heads. It's a girl, man. A girl. They're the heads from the.
It's romantic music.
Listen to this. Fran Capo calls me one time. She says, you know, this is a guy called Cesar Sanchez. He's doing your mannequin head bit.
No.
I call him up. I said, Caesar, if you're doing it, if I hear you do that, I'm going to get the two heads and crash them against your fucking. You know what he tells me? I'm using a different song.
Are you kidding me?
He didn't
Are
do
you-
it anymore since I told him
Yeah, you
that.
thrightened them. You got that
Caesar
wise guy
Sanchez.
staring
Yeah,
us
it comes
about
out
you.
in you some.
No,
That's
it
what
does.
that's where the ticked off Vicks
It
come
does,
from.
right.
And you know,
Yeah, I
but
don't blame
I'm
you.
a mush inside. You
That
know,
was that was the greatest bit though. So he
I'm
takes
a mush.
he
Caesar
takes he take the
Sanchez.
male head and the
Yes.
female head, and then you know he'd go like this,
Right.
and then he'd go like this, and then you know he did it so perfect.
For
It's a
iTunes,
blowjob bit, but the
it's-
beauty is it's two heads. The rest is left to your imagination.
Like, you
and
don't
then all
see
of a
there's no
sudden,
dick. You just see-
he looks at her. He goes like this, and she goes and he goes yes,
wow,
yes,
the mannequin heads.
and then he goes.
Bring it
So
back.
anyway, so she goes down and you see him going like this. I don't know how you did that with your hand and you turning them at the same time.
Oh.
And he's in ecstasy,
He
and
looks
then
like
all of
he's-
a sudden she goes to kiss him and he turns his head.
I was
And-
high one day, and
That's the
I
big
found these two
finale.
heads in the garbage. I'm looking at myself in my room in the mirror, and I looked like and I put Herb Alpert on. That's from his first album, May.
That's hilarious.
That is
That's clever. I think that's.
So you must have a lot of new material. That thing
Yes,
took
I
up like
do.
10 minutes at the end.
I have a lot of, I like these people. Oh, you've been doing the same act for 10 years. You know what I tell them? You're wrong. I've been doing the same act for 30 years.
Good for you. Good for you.
Fuck these people.
What about the hand? You don't do the hands behind
Look,
the back either then.
What? Now, once in a while, 'cause I got my own story. Then you get, oh, that's a hack bit. Everybody, but I have my own story, and it's a crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree.
It depends. I don't do it like I used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
gotta
listen.
be-
You can't listen to everybody
No,
else.
forget it.
Fuck these
No matter
people.
what you do,
really, fuck these
somebody's
people.
always gonna have
Jealous
something
haters.
Exactly.
Haters.
Bing.
I don't like your success. It's amazing.
That's why people hate the Patriots and the Yankees, because they're successful.
Right.
People, for some reason,
They hate
this
success.
country, people knock success instead
And they
of.
thrive on the negative.
I don't get it. Just fucking be nice.
You know what? Also, sometimes people will be with someone until they get famous. Well, this is what Barbara Streisand said. She said everybody loved her when she was a nobody, and she was becoming
Exactly.
famous. And the minute she got up to the top, they tore her apart. She
Yep.
goes,
Her nose was big. She was ugly.
She was a
This.
terrible director. She was a terrible actress. They would just.
They ripped
she
her-
said it was so painful how mean they were once she made it.
And
But
then
on her
they'll-
way up, they were nice.
Then
to
they'll
her.
listen to that one pathological liar and just follow them like sheeple instead of hearing both sides of the story. And that's how shit starts and spreads like a cancer.
Right.
Yeah.
You got a problem with me? You heard something about me? Talk to me.
Right.
Don't go on Facebook and say shit.
Yeah,
Some-
yeah.
I'm old school. Meet me outside. None of this fucking tough guy keyboard shit.
Yeah, well, you don't know where they live either with the keyboard.
That's true. Hey,
But-
what about politics? You don't do
I do
politics?
not. You're going to lose half your audience.
Right, because
And
I've
I
never
see
seen
these
you
comics-
do a political bit on
I
your
see
act.
these comics with their political arguments on Facebook. I don't know what they're thinking.
Well, Amy Schumer.
just be
Amy
funny.
Schumer lost
Just-
200 people. And she was performing live on stage, and she started bashing Trump, and 200 people got up and walked.
But
out.
Look at
for
Steve
her-
Colbert. I'm not saying if he's wrong or right, but just fucking shut up.
Who cares? Nobody cares.
I kind of like the political posts, though.
I don't.
But I feel like
I can't listen to J.J. Boyd anymore. I can't.
You know,
listen.
I actually just liked one of his political posts. Look at his face.
I can't listen to J.J. Boyd
I
anymore.
listen,
I want to see him
J.J.
and punch
Boyd
his
put
face
a post
in.
up that I liked that was, what's his name? Who's the guy on The Late Show? His son had a heart murmur.
Kimmel.
And he was crying about his son, and the whole point of him telling the whole story was that he said, with the pre-existing conditions. If my son had been born at a different time, he wouldn't have been able to. We wouldn't have been covered because when your kid's born with a
Okay,
heart
but
murmur,
Jimmy Kimmel can afford to pay the whole fucking
Okay,
bill
but-
by
but he's
himself.
a
Okay, but a
millionaire.
regular person couldn't.
other people
Okay,
can't. So
but that has nothing to do with Trump right now. That has to do with the way
I'm not
this fucking-
Republican. I'm not Democrat. I'm not conservative. I'm not left. I'm not right. I'm common fucking sense.
Me
That's all I
too.
am. Just
I
live and let
agree.
live. Common sense. Just pay your taxes. Go to work. I don't riot. I don't protest. It's how you brought up.
You do riot, but about different
It's
things.
how you brought up. You know, my father taught me work ethic. My father came to this country. He assimilated to the American culture. He waved the American flag, not the Italian flag. He didn't expect or demand. He didn't plot against this country. Just everybody just fucking chill out and just live and let live.
I agree,
You know, just
but there
fucking-
is no more work ethic in this country.
No.
It's a
No.
lazy piece of shit country for some reason. Nobody wants to fucking work. Everyone's entitled. I have just dishwasher jobs. $10 an hour, they don't want to do it. $12 an hour, they don't want to do it. $12 an hour is giving this one guy, okay, to just be a dishwasher. So the other day, my brother goes to him, "Can you sweep the steps and downstairs?" Because he was standing around, and he goes, "Nah, I don't do that."
And I got no problem with
True. True. But you know what? It's there's no work ethic. And I believe that, you know what? You got this country, the only way it's going to work is if you stop whining and complaining and stop feeling sorry for yourself and go the fuck to work.
And I don't care
and
who's in
figure
the
it
White
out.
House. You got to. It starts with the family. It starts in the home. You know,
Yeah.
it's just.
Stop coddling your kids.
Or pick them up at the bus station. The bus stop.
Well, I won't be there. I'm off the bus now.
Oh,
We'll get a different driver.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Vic, before we wrap up,
Nice.
I know you have the bread and milk, but you never got the olive oil. So
Italian.
I
I
give a
got the
gift to
olive oil.
all my.
I never had Greek olive oil.
Okay, this is from Kalamata.
Ooh, this
and
almost
it's-
sounds like galamad.
Extra virgin,
Ooh,
which I know
nice.
nothing about,
his favorite.
and it's organic. So
Nice.
there's no sprays on this. This is delicious
Thank you.
oil. It's for
Ooh,
you and
I
your
can't
lovely
wait.
wife.
We're gonna make
Have a little-
ayoya.
Gabagool.
You know
with
what
that.
ayoya is?
No, I have no
No.
idea.
Garlic and oil.
Oh.
Iola, isn't that around your nipple? Your Iola?
That's the areola. But I might put this around Lucy's areola tonight.
It's really good for your hair too.
Yes, I'll put this on my hair
Your
and
scalp.
everything. This is thank you.
Never cook with olive oil. I found
I
this
always
out.
cook with
I feel
olive
like I just
oil.
won the Academy. I want to thank Chick Chack for.
I just found this out.
What?
Never cook with olive oil. Pay attention, Facebookers, because when you heat that up to a certain
Yeah?
degree, it becomes toxic, and it's
you
not
kidding
good.
me?
You have to eat olive oil raw, like like
Always-
this.
That's all I cook with is
No,
olive
you
oil.
should never cook with olive. Google it.
Oh my
Google it.
For 30 years, I'm cooking with olive oil.
You should never
she's like this all the time.
Google
Oh my
it.
God.
You
All
should
right.
never. You should never cook with olive oil. You should only use it on salad and on eat it like that.
Okay, raw.
Anyway,
So now we're gonna let's. Where are you
no
working?
more any
Can,
good.
can I
Yeah,
just,
yeah. Well, go ahead.
Can I ask a question?
you
Yes,
do?
Mandy,
on
please.
behalf of like all new
yourself?
comics like
Yes.
myself. Vic, what advice can you give to new comics that start off in?
Manny's very funny.
You know,
Stage time.
Yes.
The more stage time, the better. And don't listen to anybody. Not
Do
even
what
me.
you got to do. That's
Yeah.
all. Do what you need. Don't listen to me either, man.
A lot of stage time.
They always say that 10,000 hours is like guys in baseball. Once you get your 10,000 hours in, that's when you start getting good.
Yep.
So
and it's okay to keep doing the same act.
Yeah.
Practice.
Yes,
practice.
because eventually what's going to happen, you're going to milk what you already have. You're going to expand what you got.
And you're going to delete some of the crap.
Exactly.
yeah,
You'll
You're gonna
know.
come up with
That's how it
new
works.
stuff.
Just go with your gut.
Any real questions now, Manny, from the fucking people on Facebook?
No, no.
That's
I mean,
it. You sure? I don't know.
They said thank you. I think Manny has areola cookies. Someone just wrote. Come on now, this is. Yeah, it's just.
Is there any other comments that we should know
Wow.
about?
I
I
Areola
tell my
Areola
daughter,
behind
she
you.
could probably make areola cookies. She
That's-
made. Oh yeah.
You know what? I've seen the cock cakes. They're really funny. Very cute.
They are cute.
They're cute.
Who'd you make them for? Your son's birthday?
No, people. That's
Carrie.
hilarious. I'm using that. I'm using that.
I'll write it down.
Fucking great.
That's
All right,
it.
go.
All right. So where are you going to be? What do you want to promote?
This Friday's sold out.
Where?
It's sold out. How about
You're in Westbury Music Fair.
Yeah, July 22nd, Westbury Music Fair.
And
Live
that's
Nations.
for all my Long Island friends. You
Go to
have to see this man.
livenations.com.
You got to see him. He's the funniest.
LiveNation.com.
Because I
He
won't
is
be back at any of the
hilarious.
governors for a while, so you got to go to July 22nd, Westbury Music Fair. It's the legendary round stage.
Right, yes. I'll be
It's a great venue.
What do you do? You turn around when you talk?
It's a great gig. I can't wait. It's
I
my
can't
third time
wait
I'm doing it.
I
Wow.
saw your picture on the wall.
Yeah.
That's
They
cool.
have a picture of you
It's pretty cool.
on the wall at
It's
Westbury.
surreal. It's surreal.
It really is
And,
great.
and you always take your time after, meeting all your fans and everything.
Yes.
Every single one of them.
Well, now, when you got a big venue like that, it's impossible to have a meet and greet for fucking 1,500 people, so you have to have VIP tickets.
Right.
But like small places like Governors, I'll stay there till every hand is shook, every picture is taken.
That's what I love
nice.
about
That's
that.
nice.
It's well deserved, my friend.
Yes.
Very well
I'm
deserved.
And I
Very
even
happy
seen
for
you one time at the Brokerage Club when the comedy show was going on. You were about to go up, and it was all a mess, and Jimmy was picking up stuff off the floor. You started helping picking stuff off the floor too. I never forget that.
Can you believe how much this Manny loves you?
I mean, the
He's
guy's
like
weird.
so in love with
I'm
you.
That's
domesticated.
weird.
I'm
That's
used to
bizarre.
that. I can't even have shit in the sink. I got to
Okay,
clean it.
so when you do get your sitcom, I am available
From
as
your
the
mouth to
wife,
God's ears.
as your wife.
I'm
my
your-
wife and my
My
kumara.
sister. My kumara.
How's that?
That's beautiful. I'm all
That
in.
is
I'm
good.
all
That's the
in.
title. My wife and my kumara.
That's it.
Fuck 3 broke girls.
Yeah, really. I can't even watch it. Where are you going to
Please.
be?
I'm Friday night. I'm at some place,
Carrie never
like
knows where she is.
a restaurant in like Sag, somewhere out there. And then Saturday, I'm at Brandon's communion, his first communion.
Who's Brandon?
Oh, my friend's kid. I'm not nowhere.
Okay. All right. I am going to be next Saturday. I'm doing a Mother's Day show, New Haven, Connecticut, but I don't know where. It's a Tom Nicky gig. Comedy Works. Comedy Works. Look it up. Go online if you want to see me for a Mother's Day show on the 13th. That's Saturday before Mother's Day. Take your mother. Take your wife. Come see me.
Take your kumara.
New,
Thank you, Gumada.
New Haven.
Okay, well,
whatever. And Manny, where are you going to be?
Now, don't ask him because he's got a million.
Okay.
I'll be at a
places.
couple open
He'll be at
mics.
the Starbucks. He'll be at the McDonald's.
Yeah.
And then-
The Coffee Plaza, Frank's Pizza.
The D train.
Then we're at Adam Hineker's room in called the
Woodside.
Rec Room. RecRoomNY.com. I should know that by
And
now.
your
please
website.
subscribe to our channel.
Yes, subscribe. Don't just listen. Subscribe because then it looks
Go
better.
on iTunes. Leave
Leave
a
a
review.
review. 5 stars.
10 stars, you son of a bitches.
Yeah,
There is
leave
no
a
such
review. And
Subscribe to our channel.
yes, and also we're on Facebook, so like our Facebook page and subscribe to Vic's channel, right? What's your channel called?
It's
Something.
Facebook.
Everything.
On
fucking
Facebook,
know.
Just
yeah.
go on Facebook.
VicDibitetto.net.
There you
Worst
go.
comes to worst, go to Google, type in Vic D.
And a lot of shit comes
You don't
up.
even have to finish my name. I'm right before.
That's
I'm
awesome.
right before Vic Damone. Vic D. Everything pops up.
Excellent.
Wow,
well,
you know
thank
you
you
made
so
it.
much,
I
Vic,
can't
for
believe you
coming
came here.
out.
Thank you
Oh,
so much.
please.
Yeah.
We loved it.
Once my
love
manager
you.
said, "You guys," I said, "Of course I'll be there."
Oh.
You're the
I was supposed to
best.
be here earlier, but I had to cancel because of this.
That's all right.
Remember, I was supposed to do
yes,
this a few months ago.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Good. I'm glad.
Thank you for
Well,
having
your
me.
hair looks fabulous.
Thank you.
You're
So
the
does
best.
yours.
You're the
And
best.
yours.
And you still look amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Skinny?
Great.
All right.
Thank you
Goodbye.
so much.
Thank
Good
you.
night, everybody.
Vic Dibitetto.